had this conversation.
And we're going.
We are going, people.
Back at the Imperial. Still at the Imperial. Always at the Imperial. Yeah.
So some guy in John with Adam and Rachel.
Yeah.
Special guests, Adam and Rachel.
With Adam.
With Adam.
Adam.
Rachel's just kind of sitting in.
She's here.
She's gonna be a fly on the wall.
And
I didn't see the movie.
Number
She didn't see the
30.
movie.
Number 37.
Is this 37 already?
This is 37.
Shit, this is 37.
Yeah.
Wow.
We might have 40 on your birthday.
Okay.
I think last year was 30 on your birthday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not terrible. All
And
right.
tonight we're talking about it.
Well, I saw it. Did you see it?
I saw it.
Adam, did you see it?
I also saw it.
I saw it twice.
Rachel didn't see it?
I did not see it.
She did not see it. I saw it.
And I saw it, and Guy saw it.
Twice.
Twice.
I saw it twice.
I saw it twice.
Okay.
Do we want to go over that one more time just to make sure the audience gets the point?
I don't know. Should we really do that? Should we really do it again? You totally want to do it again.
I think we should get on with it.
I feel we should get on with this. I'm remembering that scene in Monty Python's The Holy Grail when everyone just yells, "Get on with it" at the audience.
Get on with it!
Because so many people gather together to listen to our podcast. Yeah.
Well, then we should get on with
But
it.
for the people
Yes.
who do, I'm sure they'll get a Monty Python reference.
Yeah, it's Artie. So yeah.
You don't think
Yeah.
he'd get sick of it?
Hi, Artie. How you doing?
Hi.
Shout out, woohoo, our one actual fan. So he says.
Yeah, but he's committed.
Yes, he is. He is.
We're doing it for you, Artie. Anyway, so it's. At first, I was bothered. I thought it was IT, and I was like, oh shit, a computer game. I got excited for a second. I was like, ooh, what are they going to do? New version of Linux? And then it turned out it's a remake of the original movie, It Kind Of.
Yes. No, actually, it could be a sequel because it's the same year
Is
that
it
they
the
come
same
back.
year?
It's the same year as they come back as adults.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, fuck yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So you could almost say this. Both stories are happening at the same time in the town.
It wasn't the same time. I believe it was in Maine.
Yeah.
Because it's
Stephen King and everything that Stephen King does is
Everything's
in Maine. Yeah.
Wait, it wasn't based in Maine in this one?
Right where you know it was Maine.
It was, yeah.
The
There it
license
was.
plate on the Trans Am.
Yeah,
Said
it was Maine, yeah.
It's always Maine.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
it's Maine. I don't know
I'm
why.
surprised. Okay, let me ask you this. Did anybody notice any writers in this movie? Because that's the other hallmark of a Stephen King movie or story, is that there's a writer somewhere. There's always someone who's a writer.
I think the kid that stutters character when he grows up is a writer.
Yeah, when he grows up, he is. Yeah.
But we don't know if he'll do that this time
But
around.
yeah, we
Okay.
don't know because in this version you only see the kids, you don't see the adults.
Yeah.
Which is the second half
Let's
of
get
the
something
book.
out of the way first and up front.
What's that? What you want to get at?
It's not a direct remake of the 90s
Not at all.
TV, and it's
No.
a two-parter, so this is the first part when they're
First
little
part.
kids. They're going to come back as adults if this movie does well, which, judging by the theater, it might.
It was packed.
It was
Yeah,
packed
it was
last night,
solidly
too.
packed.
It was
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah.
People are seeing it. And I know why. It's because it's coming out at the perfect / worst time.
Yeah.
It's 80s nostalgia, like just
Again, yeah.
violently pumped up your asshole.
But not really.
It
Well,
is.
not the music is, but not the setting, because the setting
It's
could
not
be
that
any
much
small town. Yeah.
much of an 80s movie. I mean,
Well, I
kinda-
mean, there's the
you
music,
still
there's the
feel-
hairstyles, there's the clothing, there's
Really? I
there's
mean,
the fact that
there's
it's
not that much
a bunch
80s
of kids
fashion
that are
in
all
it.
going to solve this problem
yeah.
against a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of 80s movies right there.
Okay, there's 80s movies in there, but I just the time period they set seemed like it could kind of take place at any point. Aside from there being some Backstreet
I mean,
Boys,
Any point.
not
Yeah.
any point, but like it could be in the 50s, it could be in the 60s, it could be in the
Yeah.
70s.
Well, yeah, well, they talk about how there were these incidents in the 50s.
Every
Yeah.
27
Every
years.
27
Yeah.
years, yeah.
So you
And
get
it comes out
every-
27 years after the original 90s one got made.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So nice twinky dink right there.
Yeah.
But it's a bunch of kids. They're on bikes half the time. So very like Goonies, E.T. right
Yeah, the
there.
rest of the
Yeah,
time they're
very Goonies.
teleporting.
What?
The rest of the time they're teleporting around town.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It depends on if they need to be attacked or not. If they need
Right.
to be attacked, then they're on foot. If they don't need to be attacked, then they're on their bike.
Yeah,
That's the general
basically.
rule.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold up with E.T. or Goonies, though, because they're kind of attacked on both.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
they're chased on
But
the
it's it's weird because it seems like the it creature could probably chase them on a bike. It seems like that would be an effective scene,
well,
but
see,
they
I'm
never really.
I'm thinking that's going to come out in the sequel.
I think it's going to be in the sequel.
It could be in the sequel
because there's a like.
I think you're
if
right.
if you notice, you notice, I remember from the first movie because I never read the book.
Yeah.
It's never in direct sunlight. Ever.
Oh, okay.
It's always in the shadow. It's always in the shade.
All right.
It's never even in the opening scene.
Wait, no,
which
that's
is
not
in the
true.
trailer.
No, that's not true.
When?
In this movie,
Uh-huh.
the clown chases the kid in the backyard of the creepy Addams Family house.
No, he doesn't chase him. The Vision's chasing him, but he's under the awning.
But he is the Vision.
No, he's projecting the Vision.
No, but he is the Vision. He is like all that stuff.
Well, I mean,
none of that stuff actually happens. It's in their heads. He controls
yeah,
their heads.
yeah. So because of that,
No, he's a shape-shifting creature. He turns into the thing, whatever the thing that they're afraid of.
No, he shows them the thing that they're afraid of.
No, he turns into the thing that they're afraid of. Well, we can go back and forth.
Well, that means that they're all suspiciously afraid of the same clown.
Yeah, but
because he shows up as a clown pretty much to all of them except for one kid.
That's his
who's just freaked out over a painting at his temple when he's practicing, for his bar mitzvah.
That was
that weird painting.
Yeah. Okay, well, okay.
Yeah.
Look
that
at
was,
it
that was
this
the
way.
only deviation from that. Everything else was the clown. But whatever. For me, I still think getting back on target a little bit, at least for me. No, I think it's more 80s nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's not only does it look and feel a lot like Stranger Things.
Well, it feels
it
ambiguous.
doesn't help the fact that it's got one of the kids from Stranger Things.
It's got the
in it.
lead kid.
Yeah.
Not 11. 11 isn't technically the lead.
No,
she's just the most popular.
But he is playing a very different character.
He is, and
him and the hypochondriac kid are the best.
Absolutely.
They make the movie.
110%.
And can we talk about how great the acting
awesome.
by the kids is in this movie?
But
They're fucking great.
But Stranger Things is 80s nostalgia porn.
Yeah.
As a result, this felt just like this.
It felt a lot like it because it was that nondescript. Yeah, that nondescript.
It was
town.
80s.
Yeah.
He still looks the same. I mean, he's in the movie.
Yeah.
He's on the bikes with his pals. They're facing down a monster.
And I'm guessing they put those thick-ass glasses on so some people wouldn't call
I think
it.
that's the only way
Yeah.
they could separate. Oh, wait, isn't this like a Stranger Things movie?
Yeah.
Whoa, we better put glasses on this kid so that people know it's not the same character.
Although his character in the...
It's very different.
His character, originally played by Seth Green, also wore, in the 80s movie, also wore glasses.
Oh, I didn't realize that. All right, well, fair enough.
90s.
The 90s.
Well, yeah, it was 90s.
The book was late 80s. The thing was
still.
1990.
Yeah, basically the movie was more tense and creepy than horror. It wasn't actually kind of scary, despite the fact that a lot of our audience was scared. And people were
counted. There were 4 total deaths in the movie. So for a horror movie,
that's a pretty light load.
That's weak sauce, man. That's weak sauce. 4 deaths.
But that is pretty gory. I mean,
monster.
I don't know. I mean,
the Georgie death scene.
I've seen gory.
That was gory.
Not
with somebody that young.
Though. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's what was like the. That's what
Can
made.
we talk about that scene in a non-spoiler section? Because it's the first scene, so it's not really a spoiler. Okay.
No. We gotta go through.
We'll go back to that in the spoiler section.
Gotta go through the plot.
All right.
So, what the hell is it about? I mean, for the uninitiated.
Yeah, we all know what it's about. So what is it? What's the IMDb say? Yeah, go to that.
Well, for the uninitiated.
Yeah.
What's the spoiler-free, simple, quick little plot that basically anybody who has never seen the movie would be like, oh, okay, I think I get it. By the way, the original is 1990, since I'm searching on IMDb.
I just said, you know what? Never mind.
A group of bullied kids band together when a monster, taking the appearance of a clown, begins hunting children. That's it. That's what IMDb has.
Yeah.
That's
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that right. That's very non-spoilery. You know. Another thing that's worth noting on IMDb, this sucker out of 17,000 reviews has an 8.3 out of 10. It's testing high. People this fucking movie, man.
I mean, it's a pretty solid movie.
I really like it too.
But it does have its.
I think it's about a half hour too long. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's about a half hour too long.
Yeah.
And I know exactly where they did that, and I will circle back.
Spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. And I will circle back, and I will say exactly where we could take a half hour out of that.
Yeah, there was
or at least 15
there without getting to spoil territory, there are a lot of scenes that don't involve it that can easily be cut. A lot of character development
I got a whole
that could be cut.
Not even scene. I got a whole sequence that I could rip out of this thing, combine it with an existing scene, and the movie it holds up just as good.
Oh yeah, totally.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I have short, really quick notes for it. Anyway, I liked it.
Part of me wants to count how many times you say it during this review because it's just a generic word.
Let's take a shot every time we say it.
No.
Then we'll all be dead by the end of the.
Way ahead of you.
We'd already be down.
All right, somebody say it. Oh, I just did.
Yeah.
There we go.
Try not to say it too much. There it goes again.
I gotta take it off.
Yeah.
You gotta stop it.
Oh, I'm drowning here, man.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, though. Anyway, I liked it, but I thought I kind of figured going in from versus the 1990 version, this was going to be a lot scarier, a lot more of a horror movie, and it just wasn't.
No, like I said, it's more creepy and tense than anything.
No, Rachel was telling me of what a friend of hers mentioned, and after he saw it, and I kind of agree with him after hearing
what did he say?
He's like, it's masquerading as a horror movie, but in reality, it's a coming of age movie.
Yeah, it's Stand By Me with the monster.
Right, it's just a coming of age movie.
It's Explorers with a monster, yeah.
It is totally Stand By Me with a monster. It is.
It's face your
But
fear.
I still think it's a horror movie. I mean, it meets all the parameters of what a horror movie is.
4 deaths. That's it. That's all you get. 4 deaths.
And were you actually scared?
I don't know, dude. I've seen more deaths than
there
rom-coms.
are horror movies with no deaths in them at all. That are still technically horror movies. I can't leave an example offhand, but I know they exist.
Yeah, but we're not going to take the time to define a whole genre by what's in and not in the movie, so let's not worry.
I still think that it is in a horror movie, though.
I think it's like the suspense thriller.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'll concede to a suspense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because
I'm fine with that.
Because, did you notice, you weren't scared? You weren't scared. You were just like,
how many scenes are there?
I mean, maybe I'm just a giant pussy. Shut up. But yeah, there are. Shut up. Shut up.
Well, your face.
But there were. Oh. Okay, that's a diagnosis, not my name, and that's a whole other issue that we can get onto when we're not talking about a movie. Because I read your Facebook comments, motherfucker, and I will get you back on that later.
They're out of
but
love.
for later, where the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, I was scared by this movie at certain points.
I know, but sure, okay.
It was scary.
Were you jump scared, or were you like, this is what's going on?
There
is scary?
were a few jump scare parts, but a lot.
I was jump scared, but. I mean, I didn't scream and yell, but yeah, when there were slow, non-jump scary moments, when it's just Pennywise being Pennywise, I found that genuinely scary.
See,
I find it more creepy than anything.
Creepy, scary. I feel like we're splitting hairs now.
No, I got to side with Guy on this one, definitely.
No, because there's a difference between
not scary. He was creepy as fuck. He was not scary.
Yeah.
Not even when he was coming out, just
no, still
doing
creepy.
That, really?
No, still creepy, not scary. Because
before he did that, he was dancing around and
we all know that they got to build characters in these movies. They got to do character development. Unfortunately, they did a little too much character development right when they introduced fucking Pennywise in this movie.
Yeah.
He's almost laughable, funny, creepy.
Yeah.
When you're not the age of the kids in the movie watching this movie, you're laughing your fucking head off at how creepy he is. But you're not really scared of him.
No, definitely not.
Well, there you go. You got to base everything off of that going forward because that's all you know of this character.
Yeah.
So forget, he's a character. We got to go with what we know, and what we know in the beginning is he's really just creepy.
Yeah, creepy as
There's
fuck.
one
Yeah.
like at the very end of that scene. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah.
Holy shit! But you know what? Everybody knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. You're not scared. You're like, fuck.
Because
how's
it's
this
an
gonna play
80s
out?
movie, and that's
Yeah.
what it is. It just
Yeah.
happened to be made yesterday.
There just
But it's-
were some moments. I mean, okay, when he...
All the build-ups were they were very formulaic. You could hear all the risers from the
I'm going to have
audio.
to give you my rebuttal in the spoiler section because I can think of several moments where he was genuinely scary, but...
The creature, I'll give you scary.
Yeah.
But the
Pennywise.
character, Pennywise,
Yeah,
no, creepy, not scary. The
Yeah.
creature inside him, scary.
Yeah, because
Because you don't know what that fucking thing's capable of.
Yeah,
I know
'cause
what Pennywise.
he came from a position of ultimate power, so he was always
Right.
fucking around.
The creature ain't fucking
He always
around.
wanted you to be
He's
scared, yeah.
The character, Pennywise, that
Oh.
surrounds him,
Yeah.
is almost kind of campy at times.
Yeah.
But he's creepy because it's a clown picking on little kids and luring them in.
Yeah.
As shown in the trailers.
Yeah.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
But only the actual monster inside is the one that's actually killing it.
And what makes
Yeah.
the monsters so
Right,
even slightly
Pennywise-
scary is that it opens the
Pennywise, for instance,
Pennywise opens
has,
his mouth and there's a monster. inside.
Pennywise
yeah.
has character fucking flaws.
Yeah.
He has emotional fucking flaws. I can't be scared of that fucking guy. If you're not scared of him, he gets sad.
Yeah.
I can't be fucking scared of
He
that
loses
guy.
Yeah.
his shit
Yeah.
when you're not scared of him.
Yeah, exactly. The guy, that's the guy I'm scared of. Is the guy who doesn't give a shit if I'm scared of him. Pennywise is like, really like thin skinned.
Yeah.
And it bothered, and he really has to work to
He's
lure
like, you're
these
not
kids.
scared?
But I just thought
yeah.
that Pennywise was the creature. It was just the creature with a mask on. It's just the
Well, yeah,
creature
but the mask
with...
is Pennywise.
Yeah.
But it's still the creature, though. It's just
And
the
he
creature with
always
a mask
knows-
on. It's like if I
Well,
came,
no, no,
if
the
I
cre-
came to you with a Wolfman mask on,
No, there's
yes,
a-
I would look like a
there-
Wolfman, but I would still be Adam on the
Yeah,
inside.
but
and you would know
Pennywise,
that this is Adam
Pennywise
doing the thing
ain't
that...
the only thing to attack kids in this movie.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
It's the same fucking creature. It's all that creature.
Yeah.
It's all that. It's all that creature. It just takes different forms.
But he
Yeah.
always almost defaults back to Pennywise.
And
Yeah,
Pennywise
that's just
is
his-
default.
he's-
Yeah.
Well,
default.
because I think I have a theory. I think it's because this creature knows that Pennywise is one of those images that any kid sees will be scared of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have
That's
to
the
work
thing
that
that
hard.
just very, very
He
specific.
just knows. Even if I don't have to tap into their fears to figure out what form to take. I know this form will scare them. I'll just put on Pennywise, and that will become their new worst fear. And boom, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he could have been using that face for so long.
Right.
It's almost default, used to, easier to make. Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
worked for so long.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it keep working? It works every 27 years. Why wouldn't we keep doing it? Because it
Yeah.
keeps popping up, and all the like old footage and old newspapers and stuff, and it's Pennywise.
Yeah, every time they talked about any period in the history and showed a picture of people, he
It's
was
Pennywise.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, but Pennywise as a character, creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Not scary though, because I see him trying to lure kids. He actually has to work at it.
Yeah.
Why don't you come in? Oh, you don't talk to strangers? My name's Pennywise. What's your name? Well, now we're not. Like, why the fuck would you have to go through this back and forth?
Yeah.
Why don't you just snatch the fucking kid and rip his head off? If you're that scary, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
No, he has to do this. It's a limitation he has. It's this little character flaw. He has to worm this kid
And
in.
it doesn't seem self-imposed. Like he doesn't have a
No!
choice.
It
Like
seems-
he can't eat if they're not
Yeah,
scared.
it's not
Yeah, he
something-
has to scare them.
Yeah,
I
it
think
doesn't seem like something he can get around. He doesn't
Yeah.
have a bloodthirst. He has a fear thirst.
Yeah.
So he has this limitation built in. So as a result, I'm like, I'm not scared of Pennywise. I'm creeped out, and I'm always constantly thinking, since the way to fight him, fear, is to not be afraid.
Yeah.
As we know from every movie in the '80s.
Face
starring
your
kids.
fears, yeah.
Face your fear, and you conquered. You win
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
I'm
that
always
goes-
thinking, like, what happens if one of his kids, after he, like, lunges at him, when his kid just clocks him in the face and says, let's go, motherfucker, and, like, trounces him? Like, what if he takes on, like, the captain of the fucking football team? what if Pennywise is actually outmatched by some guy who really don't give a shit?
Why doesn't he ever go up to the bullies? Like
Never. Well, no, that's not. Well, he goes up to one.
He goes up to the one.
But he doesn't come out as Pennywise.
No. And he only goes up to the first one because he kind of stumbles and
He
scares the shit out of it.
Right. Yeah. He just scares the shit out of it. Right. But I mean, I'm just can't wait for him.
And even then, he still winds up at the end of that. Let's go to spoilers.
Let's go to spoilers.
Let's go with quick final thoughts.
So the little
see it or not see
little kid gets captured by Pennywise. Killed by Pennywise.
Okay, spoiler-free section. Absolutely see this movie. It was really awesome.
Yeah, definitely see it. Especially if you like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Any movies with.
Yeah, I'd say see it because it's fun.
Definitely see it.
See it.
And I'm gonna have to add caveat.
If you like,
sit in the back row so you can watch people get scared because that was great.
Yeah.
We had a little PA like right in the front where we could see it. She was jumping and screaming and kicking her seat and flipping the fuck out. Oh, that was great.
Okay, I have to disagree with that. Do not sit in the back row. Sit in a spot. We have a good view of the screen.
We sat in the middle.
That is what I
was. As soon as the guy
suggest.
pointed her out, I started keeping track.
Oh, like I said, I so wanted to go get some milk.
And I was like, oh shit, she really does like jump out of the seat.
And like part of me towards the end, I wanted to sneak up behind her.
Oh god. Just to have her like really
just to
freak out.
flip the fuck out. Because that would have been so great.
So the little brother.
In the spoilers now, yeah.
In spoilers
Right,
now.
but-
Okay,
but-
yeah. The little brother, the SS Georgie.
Yeah, the little brother has a discourse with Pennywise, a creepy fucking clown in a storm drain.
Yeah.
On a rainy day, and eventually pulls the kid in and kills him.
Right,
bites off his arm
Bites
first.
off
He
his arm.
bites his arm clear off, and
then-
that lady is just watching him.
No, she's not.
She doesn't see
She
it.
didn't see it.
No, she
see
didn't see that.
She saw the kid
Before
down
she
there.
saw the
And
kid
then she
down
went back to
there.
reading the
Yeah.
newspaper,
Yeah.
covered it up, and then all of a sudden she looked over and he was gone.
Yeah,
But
and there
she
was this-
knew something was off. That
Well,
was
that was
happening.
the thing.
Yeah,
It
she
was
saw
rain.
blood.
You could see the blood, but it was raining so hard that it
Yeah,
was
went
gone.
away.
Like it was all gone like
went
that.
away.
Yeah.
So Pennywise, this creepy demon clown, pulls this little kid into a storm drain after like ripping his arm off,
Yeah.
and immediately pulls him into a storm drain. And where he's dead. That's it. I mean, that's it.
he's dead.
So anyway, his older brother, who's like a year or two older than him.
Yeah. Cut to a year later.
Yeah, cut to a year later. Not even cut to. They start looking for the kid. They start wondering, where's my brother?
Yeah.
But like a fucking year goes by, they don't find the kid. They give up looking for the kid.
Yeah.
And then for some random reason, they all decide, let's go looking for that kid again. As if
because other people went missing too.
Right.
Yeah.
So somebody else goes missing. Or they find that other people have gone missing in a very similar way. So they say, let's go find your little brother. We
Yeah.
know that all of the police in the tri-state area and every single adult we've ever seen in our lives have all tried to find him over the last year and didn't. But I'm sure we could figure it out. We'll look in the storm drains.
Yeah.
For kind of, I can't remember why.
Because he made that model and it
Oh
walked him
yeah,
out to the thing.
the older brother makes a model of a sewer because that was the last place he thinks his little brother went. Not telling an adult at all for a year. He makes a model out of the guinea pig tubes.
Yeah,
Tube
yeah.
City. And then he puts a G.I. Joe in it, pours water into it, and then magically it comes out the other end, which proves absolutely fucking nothing scientifically.
No.
Other
Yeah.
than that
If it's-
gravity goes down.
Yeah, if it's a model of the sewer system, they should look here. Maybe they didn't look there, but yeah.
Right, so him and his friends band together as if they're right out of Stand By Me to go looking for the dead kid.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens.
Yeah.
And along the way they pick up a few stragglers, which are all other losers.
Yeah.
And not popular kids in the school.
And they're the losers club. Yeah.
Right, they're the losers club because if you want to immediately get an audience and have people, sympathize with your characters,
Yeah, they get beat up all the time.
exactly, be
get
the
picked up.
underdogs.
Yeah.
Every Americans love underdogs.
Yeah, but the
they
bullies
do.
are psychotic like they always are in Stephen King.
Always.
Completely psychotic.
I'm going
completely
to carve my
unrepentant.
name in this kid's chest and think
Yeah.
I can get away with it.
Although,
Yeah,
although, wait a
bully-
second. There's one thing you have to hand the bullies to that this is different from the book and the original.
They drive a cool Trans Am.
No, they're not racist in this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they couldn't be.
Yeah, because
Especially now.
No, yeah, and I know a lot of it could be the time, but
No, they pick on the black kid.
no, but it's not because he's black. I mean, if you
No,
watch the
but no,
original, they
I'm
dropped
sure they
the
cut-
N-bomb like 1,000 times
Yeah,
in
but
that movie.
they had to beat up the black kid in the movie.
But they never like specifically say like.
He's the one black character in the movie. Okay, him and his grandfather, I think.
And everybody that works at that building.
Right.
But
and
it's
this-
not
and-
for racist reasons though, because
No, it's not because they couldn't get away with it.
Yeah.
Well,
Without turning off the audience, because they want the
it
audience
is-
to be like 14.
It is, but it's not stated because he says,
can't
"Get out of
we
my
know
town."
they're bad? I don't get that though, because we know they're bad guys. Why can't they be racist?
Because the studio,
Racist people
because
are
the
bad
studio
guys.
doesn't want to teach the 14-year-olds that they want to show up another bad word. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Okay, that makes sense. That
I'm
makes
telling you,
sense.
that's-
That makes
because
sense.
they didn't target it for us. They targeted it for like kids that age
Yeah.
who got to sneak into the movie with an adult or
Yeah.
some other irresponsible guardian to bring them to
And
the
they don't
movie.
want parents to have to explain.
Oh, what does this word mean?
Yeah.
What the N-word is,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, and I get that, and that's fine. I'll
Okay,
take
that makes
it.
sense, yeah.
I'll take it. So they go looking through the storm drains, and sure enough, they come upon all these creepy instances of, things that are scary.
Well, they don't come
but-
across
but-
Pennywise. That's the interesting
but before
thing,
they
yeah.
do, actually, as a group,
Yeah.
they each see him individually.
Yeah.
And then only after all of them have seen him individually do they actually start talking about him.
Yeah.
Which seemed a little weird. A little weird to me. They only ever start talking about
Well, because
Pennywise
it was
after
like-
they all have seen him
Well, because it was
individually.
one of those things like nobody's
weird.
going to believe me, but then our lead's like, something's going on.
I saw a clown.
I saw this.
So
and then
did
it's like,
I.
I saw a clown. So did I. So oh fuck, we're fucked.
Right,
Yeah. It becomes. It shows you what you're the most afraid of.
Yeah, that's all it is. So anyway, so they go and they figure out by using an old map
Yeah.
that all of the sewers where all of these creepy crimes happen all along sewer lines. That's where all these deaths happen.
Yeah, go to this well house.
They all go to this house, which
Yeah.
looks like it's out of the fucking Addams Family.
Or
It
like
is
we said,
totally
what's it? Adam's Family, Monsters, Scooby-Doo opening credits.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo opening credits. Same
It
house.
was so Scooby-Doo. I have explained the Harlem Globetrotters. This is turn up in that.
No, it was so Scooby-Doo. There was a point where there were multiple
Where's the
doors
dog?
for them to go through at
Yeah,
some point.
it was. Yeah.
Where's the dog?
Yeah, yeah.
At least they had the
Ruh-roh.
presence of mind to say, we're not going to split up this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they go into the house and they start poking around. They're like, well, this must be the focal point. Sure enough, they run across Pennywise, and he fucking creeps the shit out of them
Yeah,
and chases him
yeah.
out of the house, trying to kill him.
And we get a cameo from the earlier Pennywise.
Right, exactly. There is one
Which
cameo
was
for
cool. That was
Pennywise.
cool.
I missed that. So when they go into the at one point they go into a gigantic room filled with clowns.
he's in
That's
the-
what
He's in the room
Full
full with clowns. When you're looking at the coffin, he's front and center on the side. On
Okay.
the,
Yeah,
on the left
that's-
side.
He's not wrong. That's him. That's
Yeah.
him.
All right. Cool.
But anyway, he chases them out of the house. They regroup, have a bunch of like weird scenes where they're just being kids.
Yeah.
They
They
have, like,
regroup and they wound him. And he
Right,
runs off because they're not afraid of him.
right.
And he makes it a point to say, "I'm going to feed on your, what is it? The
I'm gonna
fear,
feed on
the
your
fear in your flesh, the fear in the flesh, or something like that."
Well, I don't.
He makes it known that they need to be
Well-
afraid for him to kill them.
Maybe. I can't
Yeah.
remember if that was that time or the second time they came back.
It was the first time.
Okay.
It was the first
Well,
time that they all
in there
went to the
somewhere,
house. Yeah.
there's also a ripped right out of an 80s movie cleaning montage
Yes.
with the
What was
Cure.
with
Yeah.
that?
With the
Yes.
Cure playing
With the
over.
Cure
There's,
playing.
there's a straight up 80s group cleaning montage of a fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a weird
There's
scene.
an 80s
That was a
montage.
very weird
Well,
scene.
see,
fuck?
the thing about that I liked, and I
Yeah.
picked this up the second time through,
Yeah.
is that all the parents know.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
the hypochondriac kid's mom knew.
Yeah,
That's
first-
why she was like, "You don't ever leave the house. You don't ever fucking go anywhere."
That's the thing.
That's
All the
what,
parents-
and the
all the
black
parents
kids
knew.
is
all the
his
parents are
caretaker also knew.
Yeah, his
all the-
caretaker knew. 'Cause
all the
he-
parents
that's why
are-
he was so harsh
all
with
the
it.
parents
Yeah.
are fucked up people.
Yeah. And all
The
and
cop, who's the bully's dad, is a fucked up
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
totally.
Well, it's a Stephen King. All the parents are fucked up.
I know,
But,
but I
but
didn't expect the
here's the thing that I was
the one
talking
girl
about.
is getting
Yeah.
diddled by her dad.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
That's creepy.
Here's the
They
thing I
don't
was
show
talking
it,
about
but-
his powers. The dad wasn't ignoring what went on in the bathroom with the blood everywhere. He couldn't see it because of Pennywise.
No, he's too old.
Yeah, that's it.
He's too old.
Okay.
But
They
it was
can
all
see
still
it.
there.
Yeah, so they were cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood, but I guess we needed that scene so we could see them beginning to conquer their fear.
Yeah, yeah.
But still,
And then, like,
it was an 80s cleaning montage with the Cure playing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like...
But it had all the kids banding together.
I know,
Okay,
but it was just like...
Like I was saying about the direct sunlight or the
They might as well
sunlight
play
thing.
the A-Team theme song over.
Yeah, dun, dun, dun. That would have been good when they were going into the house. That would have been great if they played that. But when they were in the garage, when they were in the garage with the overlay of how everything connects,
yes.
and Pennywise, which was that was a good scene. That
That was a good
good.
scene.
That was
I
good.
I kind of like that scene.
Yeah, that was really
I
cool.
did actually kind of like that scene. That scene actually kind of like, okay, I can see it's coming. He's on the screen. It's coming.
And it actually had foreshadowing too, because he was going for the girl.
Yes.
And here's the thing: when they opened the garage door and sunlight came in, he was fucking gone and powerless.
That's true.
You're right.
Because he was a full-blown apparition doing his thing. Open that garage door, fucking gone.
Dude can't do sunlight.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. I swear.
I love how the size of Pennywise was constantly fluctuating throughout the whole movie.
Yeah,
They never really pinned down exactly how tall he was.
No,
it depends on what the
He
situation.
would get taller.
Yeah,
he would just get
comes out of the
massively
scene, he's
tall.
huge.
Yeah,
he would.
fucking massive.
Out of the movie screen.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you can't really put it down. I mean, for the most part, he looks like a normal guy, and then all of a sudden, he's like a lot bigger. But you know what? Fear grows.
Yeah, Phil grows. Yeah.
But anyway, they go back to the house. They're gonna go take him on again. One guy gets his arm broken.
Yeah.
The one kid, the hypochondriac kid, gets his arm broken. He gets taken out of commission. But they do figure out that there's a well in the basement of the house.
Thank you.
And in that well is where
the path to him.
Right, because we saw Pennywise just sneak down the well at the very
Yeah, he
end.
always makes sure that you see him.
Right.
To get that creep up. To,
Always have to.
Maybe they'll get scared now. Oh shit, I better go.
Right.
Yeah.
So they know.
Let me go get this metal spike out of my head.
Right.
And I'll be back. Fuck.
Yeah, physical harm doesn't really do anything.
No,
it's all about conquering your fear.
Yeah, and I like that they did that because when she stabbed him through the head the first time he bled, it floated up.
Yeah, but I mean, once you stabbed him in the head the first time, his face was all his face was all discombobulated, and you can actually see the creature underneath.
Yeah.
But
the blood fluid or that came out floated up. It didn't run down his face. That was kind of cool. I like
but
that.
You could also see this is a Pennywise mask.
Yeah.
It's there's some evil creature underneath.
Yeah, and it was poking out on the side.
Well, that's what really killed it from Pennywise. After that, I couldn't give two shits about Pennywise. I was he's not a real guy.
Yeah.
I'll be more worried about the monster. This character Pennywise is now camping and corny.
Yeah,
that dude won't kill me.
Yeah.
This monster
when
with
he
with
grew his two giant.
Yeah, that wasn't a clown.
Yeah,
that was
not a clown.
That was a shape-shifting monster.
That was the monster. Yeah.
But anyway, so they figure out that there's a well buried in the basement of this Addams Family Scooby-Doo house.
Yeah.
And in typical Goonies fashion,
they load up with gear.
They load up with gear.
Yeah.
They lower a rope, and they're gonna go down this well just because they gotta go figure it out. They gotta go looking for this kid.
Well, do they load up with gear? I mean, I remember them taking the.
They take a wrought iron fence apart, and they take the spikes.
They took the lamb killing gun, which was
They took
brutal.
the lamb killing gun with the.
And everybody in the theater was all, and you said it, you're like, that's where fucking lamb chops come from. What do you expect?
At the beginning when they
lamb is delicious. Leave it alone.
Well, they introduced the one and only African American kid, because there has to be one. It's an 80s movie. There has to be one, but only one.
Yeah.
Anyway, he of course works with his grandfather in a shitty part of town, not like all these upper class white kids or middle class white kids. And all they do is they slaughter lambs for presumably a slaughterhouse. So all they do is they use a little bullet air powered gun, the thing that they use in No Country for Old Men, but a handheld little pistol version of it. And right in the beginning where you see it happen when they introduce the character.
Yeah.
And you can see it's a lamb, and then somebody puts the gun to the lamb's forehead, and boom, that's it. Because it's actually the most humane, because you don't want the poor animal to suffer.
Yeah.
But anyway, they do it, and the whole audience, full of 20-somethings, goes, "Aww!" And I kind of said, I was like, "Where do you think lamb chops come from?" Well, that's where. Anyway.
Can we talk about one of the best, creepiest scenes?
Sure.
The children's television show.
Oh,
Wait, no, wait.
How the slow
no.
build-up.
The
of
only
it,
show that's ever on
the
television.
only show that's ever on television.
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's the only channel that everybody in town
Yeah,
watches.
yeah.
It's the creepy.
And they just slowly introduce it. You just hear little bits of dialogue, like
you hear
you're like, I had a fun time playing in the sewer today.
yeah, it's sewer.
Yeah.
And the next time it was clown.
It was like,
clown.
I like the funny clown.
And the next time it's kill them all.
Yeah, then finally you see when it's on the bully's house.
Kill your dad.
Yeah.
Kill everybody.
Yeah.
Kill
Yeah,
everybody.
so his dad was watching that?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
It's the only show that's ever on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
almost like the cornfield from the Twilight Zone.
It's the 80s. It's a small town in Maine. They don't get cable. It's the only channel. So they go down the rope and they end up finding where all the kids.
Wait. We skipped over the part I hated the most.
Well, no, I'm just doing the basic plot.
Okay.
So they go down the rope, and then they eventually they follow the little sewers that are underneath, and they find this massive like room.
Okay,
Young
but before
kid.
that, let's get to.
But that's where all
what
the
was
kids are, where all the kids have been killed over the years, and they're all there, and they're all kind of kept there in suspense.
What was the part that you hated the most?
The part that I hated the most was the girl confronts her basically molesting father, beats him or like breaks free of that, physically kicks his ass.
I was fine with that.
No, I was cool with that. I didn't like it because immediately after she has her power liberation moment, she turns into the damsel in distress. She gets kidnapped by the thing and taken away.
Well, they had to do two things though.
Well, they could have taken anybody, but like I was telling Adam while we were waiting for the Uber, I understand that because she was the most afraid she would probably ever be in her life. Fighting her dad, thinking she might have killed him.
Yeah.
And that's why he showed up so powerful and was able to take her away, but I was still kind of like, fuck.
Yeah, but don't forget, this is the girl that has less fear than all of the dudes, because she jumps into the quarry where none of them have the balls to do it.
Yeah.
She just like doesn't even think about it. She just jumps in and be like, whoa, it's gonna be fun.
That was,
and they're like, oh shit, we got showed up by a girl.
That was doubly great because they played her jumping in slow motion, but they played the Stranger Kids thing saying fuck in just regular audio, and it's fucking fantastic. We just got showed up by a girl. Let's go.
Well, they did. They're standing there like idiots, like almost daring themselves. And she just comes along and just dives in. And I'm like, oh shit, good for her. But then it shows after she's clearly been like, she doesn't have any really fear.
Yeah.
Except for one thing, her fucking dad.
Yeah.
That's it, because her dad is a fucking evil.
It makes Pennywise look like
makes Pennywise look like nothing.
Fat kid. Yeah.
Exactly. Makes Pennywise look like a fucking like a bobblehead. He looks like nothing because her dad is this evil molesting prick.
Yeah.
Thankfully she fights off.
Yeah.
But she's terrified of him. She has no fear of anything else. She goes along with all of this.
Yeah, she's the one that stabbed Pennywise.
Well, she's always one step ahead of Pennywise. Yeah. But she goes along with all these ludicrous plans these like 5 morons come up with to go find this kid. These are stupid ideas. They just happen upon this Pennywise. But she goes along with it because she has no fear. She faces her own bullies at school.
Yeah.
They're afraid of bullies at school. She's not afraid of her bullies at school.
Yeah.
You notice that? Right in the beginning.
Yeah,
she's not afraid of them at all.
They treat her like shit, and she don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The boys, when the bullies treat them like shit, they care. It hurts.
Yeah.
It sucks. Not to her.
But
when the
to be fair,
what the girls do to her is not what they did to what the boys did to the fat kid. Yeah.
There is a bit of a difference between calling somebody a slut and throwing garbage on them
versus carving
carving
your name into
their stomach
with a knife. Yeah. Okay, there is a slight difference.
I did like how he got away. He was like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah, he just ran away.
Like, fuck this shit,
Yeah, he just took off. And sure enough,
hey guys, we're doing last call right now. Last call, guys.
There's fucking dramatic music cue.
Yeah, dramatic music for the kid that can run at half a mile an hour. That was sad and pathetic, and I started laughing. Yeah, everybody else is holding their breath. I was laughing my head off.
This is all wrong. Yeah.
No, it's like crazy dramatic music.
Yeah.
You know, like Keanu Reeves is in the bus, and the bus is about to drop below 50. Crazy dramatic music. And it's this like 12-year-old fat kid like briskly jogging through a stream, and I'm like, are you kidding? Like, from a long distance too.
Yeah.
Like where you can see him. Like I'm like, dude, I can walk faster than that. This is not running away. This is not sprinting. This is a friendly jaunt away from the bullies. Anyway, they find where all the kids have been kept throughout the years.
Yeah, which was an odd problem too, but that might be Pennywise's cloaking field.
Yeah, strange.
There was a huge grate in the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know what that
like
was all
maybe
about.
50 or 60 feet wide. That sunlight was coming.
Wait,
light was coming
that
through.
reminds me. You never read the book. I never read the book. Did you read the book?
Not all the way.
Not all the
I
way.
never finished it.
Okay, so I don't know if that was original or not.
What does it matter?
The fact that, they were literally floating.
They were floating
throughout
in
the
the
entire
air.
movie. You hear Pennywise saying, "You all float down here." They all float down here.
Right.
I just thought they meant like bodies
Floating down the water.
Floating down the water.
Which made me wonder, were
That's
they
what I thought,
actually?
'cause I don't remember that.
Yeah. that's what
Which
I thought
made
too.
me wonder if they
The
were
bodies
actually
were actually-
dead. Because
Well-
the bodies were still intact.
Well, yeah, and she, what's her name?
Bev.
Bev was floating temporarily.
Yeah, because he couldn't eat her.
And she came back.
He couldn't
when-
feed off
when-
the fear,
when
yeah.
The fat
Yeah,
kid kissed
But
her.
none of the other kids came back
He
though.
came
They were
back.
floating. Like
No.
presumably
Yeah.
they were still all dead.
Yeah, they started coming down, but
They were dead.
Because he was gone.
I think they were dead.
Yeah.
I think. Who knows?
Yeah, it was.
She comes back.
Yeah, but
I
there
don't know
were
what the rest
several like just almost like scenes missing.
Well, I think they had one too many scenes.
Yeah. What's the scene you could drop?
Well, I'll finish up really quick with, and then they find Pennywise comes out to kill them all. They've all conquered their fears, so thus they've conquered Pennywise. He's off and he goes down another well. There happens to be another well.
Yeah.
He goes down, and presumably that leads us into building to a part 2.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a part 2.
Yeah. Because they didn't kill him, he just stopped feeding, so
Right.
he'll be
He just stopped and
extra hungry when he comes back.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
He might be extra. He might be doubled up when he comes back.
Yeah.
Here. At the end. Anyway. My scene that I could cut is the second time they go back to the Addams Family house.
Is the what?
Second time they go back to the Addams Family house.
Uh-huh.
Because they go there once, they have a bullshit plan, it fails, they run away.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Then they go back, and then they do it right, which is still them failing. But the only thing that came out of that was a broken arm for one of the characters.
Wait, no, they only went to the house twice as a group.
Right. The second time, the only thing they figure out is that. Oh, I'm sorry. The second time they go back to the house,
They go down the well.
they go
and
down
it's
the
the
well.
finale, yeah.
Right. You could have combined that into one scene, and you
It all happened at once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you didn't need 2 scenes because in between those 2 scenes, you had this bullshit about how the kid broke his arm.
Yeah,
and the mother,
and nothing
mother's-
happened.
Nothing
Pennywise
happened.
took a break.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, and they did hurt him though, so maybe he was
That's what I'm saying.
recuperating. Yeah.
Like the scene of them just going into the house the second time and then going down the well is not that long. It involves a scuffle with one of the bullies.
They killed the bully.
And that's like 10
The
minutes.
black kid kills the bully.
Right, that's like 10
yeah.
minutes. Okay, so that's not a lot.
Yeah.
You could tack that 10 minutes onto the original scene they first go into the house, and everything's fine. Everything works the same. What I'm talking
Well,
about
they had to have
is that
that-
middle section where nothing fucking
Yeah,
happens.
that 10, 20. They had to have that low point where they all split up and you think the
Yeah.
movie's not going to go on, but you know the movie's going to go on.
Yeah, but they just show kids
Yeah.
being kids just to remind you maybe this isn't a horror movie. There were too many
Yeah.
scenes where this just wasn't a horror movie.
Yeah, like you said, they're like, I guess they're done looking for his brother because
they
there's a
just,
girl now.
it seemed like they
yeah.
gave up looking for the brother.
Yeah,
The little boy,
yeah.
like the town just gave up looking for this kid.
Yeah.
Like overnight. And then the kids start looking for them, right? That was the whole point. Is to
Yeah.
find the little brother, right? That was the point. After about 10 minutes, they stop looking for him, and they're way more concerned with Pennywise. They don't give a shit about the little kid anymore. They don't care. Now they're only worried about their fear. They don't care
Yeah,
about finding
yeah.
the kid anymore. Nothing is hindered on finding this kid anymore. Nothing matters. At least you stand by me. The whole point was to find the dead kid. The
Yeah.
whole fucking movie was to find that dead kid the whole time. This? Oh, I want to find the dead kid. There's this other thing going on. Oh shit, we forgot about the dead kid.
Oh yeah, and let's leave our bikes in the middle of the street,
Yeah, that's the other
Yes.
thing.
and then
What
let's
the
like
hell?
Yeah.
They just left all the bikes
You
in the
pointed
middle.
that out. I didn't notice it.
I couldn't help it.
I didn't notice it. You pointed it out. They leave their bikes, and I started counting 4 times.
In the middle of the street.
The amount of times that they left their bikes in the middle of the street.
There was that scene
and just
of
walked
the
away.
driver going down the street and then just seeing a giant slodge of kids' bikes just lying in the streets. Like, oh, what the hell? How am I supposed to get by this? And as soon as he figures that away, a few days later, he's driving them out, and then boom!
Yeah.
7 more. How many kids were there? 7, 8, whatever.
I think they were something.
Okay, yeah, like 7 bikes just in the middle of the road, and then it keeps happening to this guy.
It doesn't matter. Two of those kids' characters weren't properly developed.
Yeah, and
no.
They didn't, I mean,
like one scene they have all their bikes, then the next scene one kid's by himself walking, and you're like, what?
Yeah. They walk a lot for
They're
kids
like,
with
line?
bikes that need to go places. They walk a whole hell of a lot.
Or as soon as they first leave the house,
Yeah.
they're inside the house, then they're arguing in front of some random house where they just all dropped their bikes and decided to argue.
Yeah.
And the kid's mom comes up and takes them away. They all get on their bikes and leave. Like let's just stop here and fight.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I remember they get out of the Scooby-Doo house.
Yeah.
And then like instantly,
Well, they don't
they're in
get
front of
out.
some kid's house.
Yeah, just
And his
random
mom's
house.
AMC pacer. And she yelling at him, "You're not his friends anymore, honey. You're not their friend anymore, and you can't see them anymore. Look, they got you hurt." I'm like, wait a minute, are they still in front of the Scooby-Doo house? And
Yeah,
I
they
looked,
didn't.
and no, it's not. It's just some random house.
What they didn't develop
How the
enough
fuck
was
did they
that.
get
What they didn't develop enough was the power that Pennywise had over all the adults.
Yeah,
Because it was obvious he had some power over the adults because they kind of didn't care.
Yeah, they
But
really,
some of them knew.
Yeah, but the adults really just didn't seem to give a shit.
Well, like
No,
the
they don't
one
seem to give a shit at
mom
all.
did.
She only gave a shit about her one kid.
Her one kid. Well, yeah, but
she gave
she like.
no shits about.
But like
anyone.
she like
No,
the
she gave a
adults
shit
knew.
about her kid
Yeah.
hanging out with these kids.
No, because the way she phrased it came across as she knew that Pennywise was out there. That's why she kept him under the delusion of being sick and kept him at home as often as possible.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You know, keeping him fearful as possible. Yeah, that really worked out.
Yeah.
I mean,
him and Stranger Kids thing were the fucking best part of the movie.
Well, absolutely. They had the best lines. They had the
Yeah,
fun,
they were so
funniest
great.
fucking lines in the
Like,
movie.
you know what's
It
in there?
doesn't smell like caca to me, senor.
That was a funny line.
That was a very funny line.
It's gray water. It's got piss and shit in it.
Because yeah, it
Doesn't
just
smell like
it
caca
had
to me,
that
senor.
feel of like just me and my friends messing around, and we would just repeat
did
like
have a lot
things
of
we
good
heard on
kid
like
feels,
cartoon
but
shows
yeah.
to each other.
Right.
And
But
that
the
just
thing
felt
that
like
didn't come across, too,
it was
was
just
like-
the impression of like some cartoon character that they all saw before. And
Yeah.
that stuff was so good.
They never
Yeah,
really
it's
came
big
across as a
$10, yeah.
terrified group of kids for not long enough.
Yeah.
Even when like they split up,
No, they were having
they
too much fun.
weren't afraid. They were just like nothing's going on.
There were too
Yeah.
many moments of levity for me to call it a horror movie.
Yeah, and unintentional ones too.
Yeah, and
That kinda blew
a lot
it,
of
yeah.
them for no reason.
Yeah.
It was just to remind you they're kids, but it's like we already know they're kids. Isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, I wanted to talk about the thing that almost ruined the whole movie for me.
Okay, what's that?
The very fucking beginning of the movie, when Georgie runs downstairs and there's that ominous piano music playing, and they show a shot of the mom on the fucking piano. It's like, well, no, that's not how you do that, because then it sounds like, it makes it seem like she's playing the music we're listening to, so it's fucking throwing everything all off. I was like, oh, fuck. It's right out of Spaceballs.
I think I think when they made this movie, they couldn't figure out what kind of movie they wanted to make.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of our little qualms come with.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
I think
I think
you're-
they couldn't figure out if they
I
were going
think
to make
you're
a
right.
thriller.
Yeah.
Like Stand By Me is a thriller.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's kind of a horror story.
Yeah, I'd say it's the writing.
So
It comes down to the
maybe
writing.
They're like, oh, it's a horror movie, but we want to kind of make it like, you know, Goonies and Stand By Me put together.
Yeah,
So
but
how
it
do
was
we do
like,
that? Well, one's a thriller, one's a horror movie. You're never going to get either one of them right when you mash them together like
well,
that.
what they didn't do was make Pennywise terrifying to adults.
No, he wasn't.
Because as a kid, that's
yeah.
terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it would have ruined the whole point.
Yeah.
It would have ruined the whole point of the movie, and it would definitely not let a sequel happen.
Yeah.
So I guess they figured, well, we can't do it then.
Yeah, it basically came down to the flaws in the movie were the writing. Because everybody was good actors. Those kids were fantastic.
The kids
The kids were great. Pennywise was really cool. It's just his writing was kind of like
No, I get it.
One of my favorite scenes though of him is when he's dancing.
Yeah.
At the end, because like I like the way they did it, where his
I
head.
like how he chases people.
His head was in the center of the frame the whole time.
His head was in the center of the frame the whole time, and it didn't seem to move. And he was angry that he had to dance. Because he was like,
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was angry at the kid. It seemed like he was just angry.
he's like, you should be fucking scared right now. I gotta eat.
Why
I'm
are you
hungry.
not scared
yeah.
of me? Yeah, it seemed like he was just angry at their lack of scarediness. He was.
See, I'm wondering if they'll explain what the 3 lights down his throat were.
Yeah,
Because they never
that.
did.
I didn't get that.
Those were supposed to be the
Well,
dead
I noticed
lights.
that the kid who takes the pills,
I get that those were the dead lights. I still am not entirely 100% sure what the dead lights are.
Yeah.
You notice that?
It was supposed to be a leper.
Yeah, but the leper has a triangle nose in 3 distinct points.
Yeah.
In like a trial, just like the 3 points. So I don't know if they're like building something.
Well, they did. They introduced the time travel thing.
I guess.
Because she said we were all back down there and we were all old and it scared me again,
true.
and it was kind of like.
Yeah, when she was in a little trance.
It was like a little. It was too throwaway. Like she should have described, or they should have shown.
Yeah, they didn't show anything.
They just showed the mouth open up with lights down there, and you're like, what the fuck?
It was just her recollection. And
Yeah. You know why that was? It's because they don't really know, at least when they were making this, they didn't know if they were going to be able to make a second movie or not.
they knew.
I don't think they really.
Think so?
No, I mean, if this was like a huge bomb, I don't see them being able to make a second movie because it's not in production right now.
Right, but
like they're like waiting to see how well this movie does before they make the
well, you
next
remember the
one.
very last shot of the movie.
Chapter 1.
Right.
Chapter 1, yeah.
It, Chapter 1.
Yeah.
So, at least when they released the film.
But-
Oh God, the last shot
yes,
too
because
fucking drove
we've
me
never
nuts.
seen that happen before.
With her hand on his
Do you
face,
remember,
did you notice that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It was all like in the wrong place. I was like, fuck.
Do you remember the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah, remember the end of the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Vaguely.
Where
Yeah,
they
it was a teaser for another movie.
Yeah, it's a teaser for another movie, which happens
Well,
in a
just
lot
like
of movies.
just like He-Man,
Just like He-Man,
had
yeah.
Skeletor's head pop up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, they're gonna make a sequel. I liked the movie.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
It was more.
hopeful that they're gonna clear up a lot of our little problems.
Yeah.
With the sequel. And
I think so too.
And I'm hopeful they're gonna have it figured out what kind of movie they want to make.
Oh yeah, that'd be
I
the
think
best.
they should just stick with a thriller. I think trying to make it a horror movie, which this is billed as a horror movie, but it's just not.
It's
enough
billed as
of
a horror movie because it has the jump scares in it.
Yeah, there's a million jump scares, but I'm sorry,
But they're not
it's
scary.
a thriller.
Yeah.
it is a thriller.
Yeah, it's more like
jump
it's
scares are
more
scary.
it's more tense than it is creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's the thing that actually scared you? Because you said some shit actually scared you.
Yeah.
So you said Pennywise.
Pennywise, when
You
he
said a
came,
specific scene.
there were a couple. When he came out of the screen, when they are looking at him through the
the projector.
through the projector, and it starts
After they
off
kicked it over?
building the predictive scene. Then when he physically comes out of it and comes out and he just stares at them, and he turns his head just like that.
Yeah.
That I found genuinely fucking
Yeah, you see,
terrifying.
I was thinking,
Which was a setup for the girl because he lunged at her
yeah,
and
but
he was
you
going
see,
for her.
me,
Yeah.
all I was seeing, I mean, I liked it, and yeah, I thought it was scary, but I didn't think it was nearly as scary as you because all I thought was Vigo from Ghostbusters 2, coming out
Or
of
the
painting.
ring, or the ring coming out of the
Or
television.
the ring, or the girl coming out of the TV in the ring. But
It was something
my
about
mind,
the way his head was animated because
Right,
it clearly was.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
But that's what made me think of Vigo from Ghostbusters 2 coming out
What
of the
they did with
painting.
his teeth in,
That's what he
this
does.
movie was like fucking scary to me.
Well, the teeth, yeah. But
What
I
else?
mean,
What else scared you?
As soon as I figured out the teeth. it's pretty good.
When the first time they went into the house, and the first time they went,
That was like 10 minutes long. What part?
pretty much not the entire thing, but pretty much most of the whole fucking thing. Especially when they went into the clown, so like the clown part, I found that genuinely scary.
I found the painting scarier, the Jewish painting.
Painting,
in the
yeah, I
temple.
found that fucking that
I found
was
that
fucking scary
scarier.
too.
Yeah, but you
Then-
heard what I said, right? How the fuck would you have that in your office?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
seems so weird.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
such a strange painting a rabbi would have in his
And then
office. That's a
another,
weird painting
another
for Rabbi,
like
yeah.
another slight. Well, do you want to skip up to the rewrite?
I mean, I think I've
bit?
kind of done my rewrite.
Yeah, for me, I would have been like, let's just burn down the house and then go down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just burn down the house. Nobody fucking lives there. Nobody gives a fuck.
I would like that.
Why is it even there?
So, like, if they burn the house down and then
The well's exposed.
No, but the things still keep happening. So obviously it wasn't the house.
Yeah.
And then they go back to the rubble and then they find the well.
Yeah.
How about that? Does that
Yeah.
work? Does that
Yeah.
work for you guys?
Yeah. That'd be like one of my main things.
I'd go for that.
At no point did they use fire.
No, that's not true. They had the one bully kid with the lighter.
No, the kids.
Oh, the kids.
Yeah.
They didn't think to bring anything that burns.
No, they
know?
but they're little kids.
Yeah,
They didn't
that's
think
like they had that.
Okay, I was okay.
This
I
is
was
battery acid, you slime.
Yeah.
The original.
Well, the original doesn't count for this.
Okay, yes, I know. Okay, we can't compare the original.
I would've
Yeah.
changed. I would have changed the one that got kidnapped because I really didn't like the girl getting turned into a damsel in distress. That kind of bugged me. I understood it inside the framework, but it just bugged me.
You just
It was
made you
typical.
big old feminist today, aren't you?
No, what's the point of doing the same thing again when you don't have to?
No, well, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I kind of went with it.
And it
because
would have
I've done
solidified
it-
that they all cared
well,
about each other equally because he was like,
I don't know.
"Oh, they got Beverly.
Well,
we got to go get Beverly, the
here's-
one girl, because
well,
I like her."
Here's where
You
she's
know?
not really entirely the damsel in distress. Because,
She wasn't afraid of him.
no, it's because when she is captured and she's floating, though the main love interest, the dude that obviously has a real connection with her, not the fat kid. Although I couldn't figure out if that was going to happen halfway through the movie. I still couldn't
Yeah.
figure out it. So that was kind of weird.
They did make a point of making that kind of funny at the end.
Yeah, they didn't make it funny. They made it look like she was actually going to get together with the little fat kid. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's going to get together with this other guy. Oh, good. Okay, she finally does.
Yeah.
All right, that guy, the guy who's missing his little brother, finds her all by himself and says essentially, "I'll get back to you. I'm going to go look for my little brother."
Yeah, I knew even last
He
night.
ditches her.
Well, I knew
So
even
as far as
last night.
damsel in distress goes,
Yeah.
he finds her, doesn't help her, instead keeps looking for his little brother. So,
Well, he wasn't looking for his brother because he knew at that point what was happening, and he wanted to get Pennywise one-on-one.
Yeah, okay, fine.
That was obvious even last
Okay,
night. I'm like,
fine.
I know exactly what he's doing and why he went off by himself.
Okay,
That
okay.
made sense.
Okay, I'll give you
The
that.
Jewish kid going off by himself, who was really skittish and didn't want to
That
be
didn't-
there,
that didn't
did
make any
not
sense.
make sense.
Oh, that made
That
made
doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. I didn't understand, but they didn't. They didn't develop that character that well.
Yeah, they only developed like
All we
the
knew
leads.
is that he was having his bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
And that he was practicing.
Yeah.
That's all we knew of this kid. That's it. And there was this creepy fucking painting in the rabbi's office.
Yeah.
That's all we know about him. Nothing else. Everybody else had more shit done.
Yeah.
And had more lines too. That kid had barely any lines. Anyway, I'm not as upset about the damsel in distress because I think I've gone on record many times that Hollywood is afraid to do damsel in distress for the past 30 years. There aren't any damsel in distress. You will never see a weak woman in a movie, and I understand we can't show weak women.
I didn't need
all
her
the
be.
time,
I didn't need
know.
her to be the strong
But-
lead though.
But
Just
over the
not
last 30 years,
taken out
they
like
just don't
that.
exist anymore.
And I don't have a problem with that.
It's like if you see any movie, it's offensive if you show a woman with any kind of frailty, apparently. In the end, she always has to be the one who solves the problem, kicks the ass.
You see, I don't need her to be that. I just need her to be
No,
one of the
what I'm
guys.
saying is that there actually is a massive shortage of damsel in distress. Before, it was too many, obviously. Very chauvinist.
All the time,
yeah, it was all the fucking time. It was always some hero swinging in to rescue some poor idiot woman who got herself into trouble or something in the story. Okay, yeah, too much.
And I didn't like that the kiss brought her out of it.
Right, but now it's been we've had 25, 30 years of never seeing a damsel in distress because everybody said we don't want to see damsel in distresses anymore.
Yeah.
So now there's a whole generation of there's no such thing as a weak woman. Well, be a little fair. Not every woman is fucking Laura Croft.
Well, I
Or
didn't need
Sarah
her to.
Connor.
I didn't need her to be that.
You know,
I needed them
I mean-
to take somebody else.
I didn't mind it because it was the first movie I've seen in a long time where you actually did show her. With somebody who was tough and fearless at the beginning, all of a sudden was helpless. I didn't mind it, and I didn't mind how they did it.
No,
Because
how
you
they did
didn't-
it fit inside the story.
Because you didn't take away your guts
he didn't take anything away from her because she wasn't
being
afraid.
fearless.
Yeah,
she was just overpowered by this crazy monster.
Yeah.
That's not weird. It takes the whole group to take the thing down anyway.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind how they did it, and as a result, I didn't mind her being a damsel in distress for what 7 total minutes of screen time.
See, I would have liked it better if
She was
her
not
scene.
damsel in distress
I would have
for
liked
all.
it better if her scene had played out and the other kids showed up and said they took somebody else, and then they were just like, "We got to go get him." That's it.
I don't know.
You know?
I kind of dig the idea of her.
She was kind of like the heart of the group.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of that has to do with the fact that she was the girl, but she was like the heart of the group.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She brought reality to all their bullshit rambling.
Yeah.
Because she'll like mention reality every now and again.
And I want her for a Pippi Longstocking movie.
She would be great in
She
Pippi
got her
Longstocking.
hair, and I told you.
Doesn't
oh my
matter.
Was
God,
it just
look,
me,
it's-
or did
doesn't
she
matter.
look exactly like prepubescent Amy Adams?
She did.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know what Pippi
And
Yes,
glasses,
maybe Adams
and
looks like. Thank you.
Okay, not prepubescent,
no, she
but
looked like
very,
a-
very
she looked like-
recently
she
post.
She looked like a very young Amy Adams.
She looked
Yeah,
like
all the actors
teenage
were
Amy
14
Adams.
and 15, and they were great.
They were great.
The writing is a problem with the movie.
She looked so much older than the other kids,
No,
though.
I think editing too.
I felt like she looked like
little,
she was
yeah,
like
that's-
16
I
or
think
17, while the
I'm
rest of the
walking
guys
alone
looked
by
like they were like
myself, and I
13,
was just
14.
hanging out with my friends. Yeah.
She definitely looked like a young Amy Adams. I thought that too. As soon as the fucking hair got cut, I was like, "Oh, look, it's Molly Ringwald." And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah, yeah.
because
And
I'm
then
not
they
the only
mentioned
person
that.
who thought of that.
Yeah,
They
hang a
Oh,
lantern
yeah,
on
they
it.
mentioned
Hang a
that in
lantern
the
on it.
movie.
Yeah.
One of our favorite characters in the movie even calls her
Who
Molly
invited
Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald into this? Yeah.
And she flips him off.
Who invited Molly Ringwald to this? Yeah, no, I clapped for that. Everybody else in the theater is like in their 20s, and they're like, "Who's Molly Ringwald?"
Who's Molly? Yeah.
I clapped. I was like, "Yes, exactly."
I really wanted to hear somebody say, "What's he talking? That's an old phone?" When the one scene with the phone in the movie when they call the kid with the wrist.
They've all
And then I
seen-
was like, she wrote "loser" on his fucking cast, and he tried to change it to
I knew that
lover.
was a bad idea
That
when
was-
they
that
had
was
that
so
scene
great,
where the kid
yeah.
just lets her write whatever she wants because she's the only one willing to write something on his cast.
Yeah, like some of the parts
She
were really
writes
good, like the
loser,
creepy
and-
pharmacist. That was a good.
He changes the O to V.
Yeah.
The
S to a V,
so you
yeah.
do lover.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's funny, but I mean, like, I was.
Dude, how creepy
I
was
was
that
looking at her. I was
pharmacist
like,
though?
"Oh, honey, don't let her do that. Oh, honey, don't.
Yeah.
It's obviously she's tormenting you. You just don't know it yet. She's gonna write something really nasty on that.
Nobody
Don't-
signed your
don't let her
cast,
do
huh?
it.
I want to keep it clean.
Don't let her do it. Don't let her be the only person. No. It doesn't matter if it's sympathy. She's gonna write something terrible on her.
Yeah, you know what? It was a fun popcorn thriller.
It really.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, popcorn thriller. There's your genre.
Yeah,
I like
Popcorn
that.
filler.
Guy.
Yeah.
Right? I like that.
I can
Yeah.
see that, yeah.
That's there's
because it was
genre.
more creepy, intense than scary. Because
I counted.
jump scares,
We see
jump
four-
scares are kind of like for me. They're kind of like
I
okay,
counted.
something
You see
happened,
4
yeah.
deaths. That's it.
Yeah.
2 hours and 15 minutes. You see 4 deaths. Again, just from that statistic, not a great horror movie.
Yeah.
Not a great horror movie. I mean, we know horror movies that involve kids. They all, I mean, at least most of them have to die.
Yeah.
Especially if they're teenagers and they're at a lake house.
Yeah,
They
that goes
fuck.
without saying.
They're dying. I did appreciate that it's rated R, and they gave the kid from Stranger Things
All the
some
fucks.
R-rated
All
fucking
the F-
This
Yeah,
dialogue.
all the
motherfucker looks like
F-bombs,
Hamburger
yeah.
Helper over here.
Right, this
and
one.
that
Right.
and that kid's like he's got an H over here. He's got these cuts
Yeah.
over here. He's fucked.
Yeah, who didn't laugh in the audience? This motherfucker looks like Hamburger Help over there. He's got H and all those other cuts and shit. And you never think it's the lead from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's that kid. Yeah, no, they gave him and the hypochondriac kid like the best lines in the movie, but it totally worked.
No, they played off each other so fucking well.
Yeah, it totally worked.
I really hate that I drew the short straw. I wouldn't have done that if this was a dick measuring contest. Oh my god!
I wouldn't have done this.
Or what do you say? Can only virgins see this thing?
Yeah, because he's the last guy to
Yeah,
see Pennywise, so he's
yeah,
like, wait a
he
minute,
was
guys,
so
can only
great.
virgins see
Yeah.
this?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, when he talks
So
about
scary.
Bev's rumors, he's like, "Oh, I heard about her." Man, you know the list of the dudes that she's fucked. Man, it's longer than my dick.
Oh no, that's not a very long list.
Yeah. They can immediately just- it's not a very long list, then, is it?
Oh fuck.
I didn't like it when the black kid. He's getting scared. He's seeing scary things, and then immediately the bullies in the Trans Am show up in the alley and almost run him over. Almost kill him.
Yeah.
Almost murder him. Vehicular manslaughter. And then tease him, and then take off, and he's on the ground. And then somebody walks out milliseconds.
Must have seen what just happened.
After the Trans Am leaves.
Yeah.
Milliseconds.
Yeah.
Walks out. What's going on out here? Why are you on the ground?
Yeah, but you didn't see the car that was parked here
You
with the
didn't
engine
see
running? Yeah.
4,700 pounds of Pontiac almost run my ass into the ground, Dad. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, or grandfather or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so it's a good movie.
It is a good
popcorn
movie.
thriller.
It's got its few flaws, but yeah, look at it as a popcorn thriller.
Yeah.
And be a fan of Stranger Things, Stand By Me, Goonies. Yeah, see it.
Explorers.
Oh, Explorers. Oh, I'm overdue to watch Explorers.
Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You calling it a night?
I think we're calling it.
All right.
We're calling it.
See you.
John,
See
on your
it.
tab. I'm gonna close you out. Come on.
Alrighty.
Cool.
All right, we're doing it.
All right,
Back to the cat videos. Have a good night,
Back to
everybody.
cat
videos.
videos.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.